What is going on, guys? K-Mac here, coming at you with another episode of Cartoon Conspiracies, where I talk about all kinds of crazy conspiracies. Now, this week's episode is about Hey Arnold, and last week's episode was about the Pokemon Theory. If you've not seen the Pokemon Theory or the Eddy Theory that I've already previously done, please go check those out. They're very good videos. I'll leave links in the description, maybe an annotation after the video of how you can go see those videos. But let's talk a little bit about this theory. Now, the Hey Arnold theory is a little out there, a little kind of creepy, actually, in my opinion. I don't know if I believe it or not. But first, can I talk about this gameplay for just 1 second? As I get killed by a Dark Corner Maduga right there. This is actually one of my better gameplays I've ever had in Black Ops 2. It is in the League play. I think it was the Mosh Pit League play. It's probably the second day this game ever came out. And it was my first ever swarm. I think I go on like a 55 kill streak, something like that. I'm not too sure. I don't remember it too well. I know I end up getting a swarm, and it was actually a pretty baller gameplay. So I don't want to talk too much about that. You guys will, see it in the background. Blah blah blah. Back to the Hey Arnold theory. Now, the Hey Arnold theory has to do a lot with his head, how it got so football shaped, why it's football shaped. Who other people are the characters actually in his mind. But to get to all that, you first have to realize that Arnold is in the show. He's an orphan. His parents have died. He lives with his grandparents in like a New York City type setting, and the theory goes that they are not actually his grandparents. They are actually his actual parents, that they decided to have a child while they were in their late 60s, and ended up, because of that, having a child that's full of problems, full of disabilities, and came out with a rare disease called Arnold Chiari syndrome, or I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but it is an actual syndrome where it affects the shape of an infant's head and can actually lead to adults having weird shaped and misshapen heads, i.e. a football head. And that could be the reasons why they call him Arnold, and all of the things kind of make sense there. And the terms that come with this are not very good. It's a very tragic disease, and anybody who has it is, for the most part, mentally challenged. Most of the time, not all the time, of course, but most of the time they are Down syndrome or some other form of that. So that would lead to the next point in the theory, that all of the characters, like Harold and Gerald and Helga, are all actually figments of his imagination. Because you tell by some of the shapes of their heads are also very misshapen, and it's also it could be thought that he created characters that look like him, also have misshapen heads, just so he fits in for once, because he's sick of being heckled and he's sick of being hazed by the kids that make fun of him for his weird shaped head and being so slow and being other handicaps. He goes to his own little special world where he creates all of these fictional characters in his head, and they're all actually not real. So it makes kind of sense there that none of these kids are actually real, because they all have weird shaped heads. If you think about it, Gerald's head is straight up and down, and all the other characters got weird kind of football shaped heads also. So I don't know why they actually pick on him for being a football head, but because they all have kind of weird heads too, but that's for another story. And the other side of the story is that it's actually based off of a real life story, that the creator of the story went to a New York City, was kind of just living around in the slums at a bed and breakfast, and he came across this Down syndrome child with a weird shaped head and his elderly parents, and that Arnold, in a sense, was real in real life, and that they're telling the story of him through the cartoon, but just in a child's format for like a cartoon series, not in a tragic series where he has actually diseases and stuff. But that's part of the theory too. I don't know if I believe that part of the theory about him actually being real and the creator coming across him and hearing his story, and then actually the part of the story was he actually talked to the child in real life, and he was telling him, the creator of the series, about his imaginary friends and the adventures they went on, and it inspired him to make a cartoon about it. That I don't know if I believe all of that. It's a little far out there for me. But I can see where they're coming from. And maybe he came across this as an actual syndrome, so it's possible. It's not a made-up syndrome. It is an actual disease, it's an actual medical, thing. It exists in real life. So, I mean, it's not the most far-fetched thing ever in the world. But then again, it's also pretty far out there, out of left field. So I don't know if I quite believe that. But this gameplay is a pretty sweet gameplay. Let's go back to it just a little bit. As you see here, I call it my VTOL warship. and I just chew through these kids. One of my favorite kill streaks. It's equivalent to like a chopper gunner from Modern Warfare 2, I think. Maybe even a little better. It might be a little bit easier to take down if people are running stingers and whatnot. But this was real early in the game. Not a whole lot of people were running stingers and whatnot. But I do end up getting shot down. But I think like 10 kills later. And it gets me to my swarm. Almost thinking I was 1 or 2 kills to get to the swarm. So as soon as I get to the swarm, I'll cut this gameplay off. It's a little bit too long for the whole gameplay. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and hear you guys' feedback about this. I want to hear what you guys have to think and what you guys have to say about this. As you guys see, I pick up the swarm, and it is badass. But I want to hear what you guys have to think about this. I want to hear some other theories you might have about this. I also want to hear you guys'. I want to see what you guys think about this series going forward. I want you guys to vote between either the Rugrats Theory or the Samurai Jack Powerpuff Girls Theory. That one's actually pretty good. But I want you guys to leave a comment, tell me which one you guys want to see in next week's episode, and I will make that for you guys next week sometime. I think we'll try to get it out once every weekend or so. But I do have finals this week, so videos might be a little bit behind, like I said. But I'll see what I can do. But that's it, guys. Have a good day, and as always, game the fuck on. Until next time, peace out.
Friendly UAV inbound.
If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you get these videos sent to your sub box weekly. I also do a lot of other Battlefield and Halo and COD commentaries. And that's it, guys. Have a good day and game the fuck on. Oh, and also check out the link on the screen for a previous episode of the Ed and Eddy Purgatory Theory. But that's it, guys. Peace out.